Hey, what's up tube? Wellington here. So there is a bunch of tiny speakers out there, but I had to limit this video, at least to set a limit as to what I'm calling a micro Bluetooth speaker, and my limit was 2 inches. If anything is a little bit bigger than 2 inches, it did not make it, or at least did not qualify as a micro Bluetooth speaker to me. This is not the standard or the definition of a micro Bluetooth speaker, but just for the sake of putting a limit to what I'm able to cover to put into this video, I just had to set some sort of limit, And the reason I wanted to do this video in the first place is because Amazon usually recommends stuff like that to me, like speakers. And one of them that they did, I believe it was maybe this guy right here that they recommended to me. I was like, that is small. And then I went into that rabbit hole of looking at all these tiny speakers, and I was like, why would someone want a speaker that small, and how do they sound like? Are they any good? Because my thinking is, if you're going to get any other sort of speaker, at least it has to be better than a phone. This is my Galaxy S8 Plus. If I'm going to buy a speaker like this, I feel like I would want it to sound at least louder or better than the phone that I already have, that I'm going to be using to stream the music to that speaker. So I wanted to buy all of these and try them out and see if they are worth it. So anything that does not sound better than my phone, I would call that trash. So we're going to go through all of these. These are not all the speakers, all the small speakers that you can buy out there, but these are the ones I have. I have 8 of them, and we're going to look through them, tell you which ones sound worse than my phone and which ones sound better than my phone, and out of those that sound better than my phone, which one sounds the best. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. I'm going to start with the worst of all and then make my way up to the best of all as far as sound quality. And the worst of all is ELSE. This one is not even available on Amazon anymore, and I think it's for good reason. When I plug it in, it works fine, but as soon as I pull out the cable, it just turns off, like not even a single second. As soon as I pull it out, it turns off. So I don't know if I just got a faulty one, but this is trash. And next up is Deco, however you want to pronounce that, S Mini. It sounds so quiet in comparison to my S8 Plus. If you crank this all the way up and crank my phone all the way up, the speaker of my phone, this is like half the volume of my S8. To me, I think it's just useless, unless you have some other reason that you guys are using these tiny speakers for. Let me know in the comment section below. But if something is not louder than the phone, I think it's useless. So unless this was just faulty for some reason, this is just not useful at all. Don't buy. And next up is the InSync. And for this one here, in comparison to the one we just looked at, the S Mini, this sounds way better. And if you compare it to my S8 Plus, it also sounds like it has a little bit more substance in its sound than my S8 Plus. but unless you really need that selfie button that it has, I'm still not really sold on it. I feel like if you have a phone with dual facing speakers, they will sound better than this guy. And like I said, I'm still not very sold on this guy. But since it's at least the volume of about the volume of my S8 Plus, and it's not as disappointing as the two previous that we've looked at, it's worth something. Like, I wouldn't throw that one away. Next up is the J2, or the Nut. We love nuts. And this one shouldn't actually be here because somehow I missed it, but its dimensions, like the height dimensions, are actually 2.3, I believe. But I didn't see it when I was doing the shopping for the speakers. I just realized it when I'm putting together this video, so it kind of cheated. But even with that, it's not at the top, so it's okay for it to be in this line up. It's a little bit better than the InSync right here in that it goes a little bit deeper on the frequency curve, and it's a little bit louder too. But it also sounds like it's covered up or it's in some sort of tube. The highs are really muted. So not mind-blowing, but it's okay. And next up we have the Anchord BM3B, and this one also has a shutter button. And this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. This one literally sounds like they took what was wrong with the Nut and fixed it. And most especially considering it's even smaller than that guy right there. So yeah, this is one of those that is kind of impressive in its way. It also sounds way better than my S8 Plus. A good buy right here. Next up is the Mars Boy B3, and this one is a little bit better than the Anchord in that it's a little bit more powerful, and it has sharper highs which make it sound a little bit louder than the Anchord right here, but it's not by a ton. So yeah, a little bit better than the Anchord, but it's not by a ton. It's not like mind-blowing, and also it sounds better than my phone. And next up is the Sardin F2. It also has a smiley face on it. It looks kind of weird. And this one sounds pretty good, with a little bit better low end than the Mars Boy here. That's pretty impressive right there. And next up, the best of all these guys right here is the Ewa Model A106. It has a passive radiator down here, which I believe kind of helps it. But man, considering its size, it does sound pretty good. I am really impressed by how it sounds for its size. And if you compare it to my S8 Plus, the difference is really night and day. So I feel like this is something that I would get. It's really small. It can fit in a pocket. I'm pretty happy with it. It's an all metal construction, so this is all like aluminum. Like it's pretty heavy too. Like pretty high quality build. It comes with a case that will keep it, you know, when you're riding with it or taking it places, but it doesn't have any sort of, you know, like waterproofing or anything like that. It would have been nice. Out of all these guys here, it's the best sounding micro Bluetooth speakers. So happy with it. Also, when I was reading some reviews on Amazon, like of all different speakers, someone mentioned that they use theirs in a helmet, like a welding helmet. So I guess they drop the speaker in there to listen to music, and it just kind of got me interested. So like, because like I hadn't reviewed any of these because I have never found a use for them, and someone mentioned that, I was like, people use this for different reasons, I guess. So if you like tiny speakers like this, I want you to let me know in the comment section down there. What do you use it? Like, what pulls you towards micro speakers like this, if you're into them at all? So yeah, I'd like to hear that. Also, I wanted to mention that the speakers that you see here are not all of the tiny speakers. There are more tiny speakers out there, so there could be some better sounding speakers out there, like tiny ones that I haven't tried out here. So if there's some that you would want me to check out, especially if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do more speakers like this, like the tiny guys, if you're into them, let me know in the comment section below. And if there's a specific one that you want me to check out, leave it in the comment section down there. Don't leave a link, because YouTube will put it into spam. Just tell me the name of the speaker, I can look it up on Amazon or something like that. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Please let me know, and I see if I can make more of these kind of videos. Otherwise, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss out on more upcoming videos that I'm working on. If you liked the video, leave it a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. I just want to get some sort of feedback from you because you watched the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.